Good morning, class 10 student. Today I am going to continue with this video that is about human activities. In the last video session we discussed about the resources and the prevalence of resources in different environment and the variation of environment according to the condition of the earth surface. Here we are going to discuss about human activities. We know that human activities are different according to the characteristics, and here human activities are also regarded as human occupation. So what is human occupation? It is the day-to-day activity for procuring humans daily requirement, day-to-day uses for their living. This is human activities. And human activities, for better understanding, we need to divide among different human activities. There cannot be only one activity that human will do of their own. So in regards to that, we have differentiated human activities according to the economic geography. Human activities are of four types. That is the first one is the primary occupation. The second one is a secondary. The third one is a tertiary. The fourth one is quaternary. So what is primary occupation? What is secondary, tertiary and quaternary? Primary occupation is that occupation when man or human is engaged to extract their requirement from the nature directly. So what are the requirement? That is the resource, and human is engaged in extracting these resources directly from the nature, like agriculture, fishing, mining, etc. directly. When man is cultivating food crops, suppose a farmer, when he is cultivating food crops for the requirement of the country or for his own requirement, it is called as primary occupation, and this is the resource which is extracted from the nature directly. Next one is secondary occupation. Secondary occupation is further processing of the resources which is extracted from through the primary occupation. Suppose man cultivating the land, procuring food grains, it is not ever that a man can consume immediately after agriculture, after doing the cultivation. The food grain has to be processed. It has to be dehusked in the mill, and then the dehusking of the resource, dehusking of the food grains, that is rice that we are getting in return, is consumed after processing, and that rice again cannot be consumed directly after taking from the market. It should be cooked, well cooked, and human can consume it. So this further processing of the resource is called secondary occupation. Secondary occupation include manufacturing process, Man utilize the natural resources to transform into more usable form that man can use easily, could be able to use easily, is known as secondary occupation. The third one is tertiary occupation. You see, when through primary occupation, man is extracting the resource directly from the nature, and then further processing, that is manufacturing process, is secondary occupation. But secondary occupation from the nature, when it's extracted, till the manufacturing process, till the consumer, this is not possible always when a person is cultivating the land or producing and then directly consuming. It is not possible. In the middle there are some other activities. That means before consumption that substance has to be transported. It should be sold or bought, marketing, etc. This is regarded as tertiary occupation. That person who is cultivating the land or producing some minerals in the mining, through mining, it has to be transported, it has to be distributed for processes or for consumption. So that occupation which engaged in the middle of primary or processing, primary and secondary, and also for consumption, it is called as tertiary occupation. The next you will see that primary, secondary and tertiary occupation, these are all activities which are engaged with the material resources directly. We need resources to be engaged in primary, secondary and tertiary occupation. But quaternary occupation is that occupation which is not engaged directly with the resources. It is engaged with the services by some professionals like doctors, teachers, engineers. So when some person provides services, it is quaternary occupation. Suppose I am imparting education by various means, it may be through online or offline, whatever it is. So my activity is regarded as quaternary occupation. My activity does not require any resources from any natures to be extracted. I am not extracting any resources from nature, or neither processing through manufacturing, neither transporting. It is only the services that I am providing and imparting education to you, and this kind of occupation is quaternary occupation. So primary, secondary, tertiary and quaternary occupation. But here, whenever we are studying our primary, we are studying our secondary and tertiary, we are always engaged with resource. We are always engaged with resource, and we are related with resource in different way. Already I have mentioned we are related with resource in different way. First of all, we are related with resource as a producer and consumer. As propounded by prominent economist, geographer, economist Zimmerman. So in the next class, we will discuss about the resources, their relation with human, its importance, and the conservation of the resources, and the way how we need to conserve the resources. For today, this is the concept of human activities or occupation that I have given to you. If you find difficulty in understanding, then you ask me the question. In the last class, in the last video session, I forgot to change the setting of the group from administration to all participants. Today I have kept the setting in the same way, and allowing you to comment on your question, whatever your question arises. So you can ask me the question before 9:45 AM. Thank you.